Hi, welcome to Divinely Different Tarot. I'm Ashley Dawn, and today I'm going to because I'm late. I'm sorry, I'm a day late. I was supposed to do this like yesterday, but I ran out of time yesterday. I don't have a lot of time today either. So, and I wasn't originally going to do this, but then I realized today's the second. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? I should have already done the reading. But anyways, I'm bringing it to you now. I'm bringing you your What's Happening for You September 2023 reading. Okay, first pick a card I've done in a while, so that's gonna be so fun. Like literally, I'm actually very excited for it. I know that sounded like I wasn't, but I am excited about it. So in this, what's happening for you, I am doing it a little bit differently. We're going to do, I wanted to see the blessings that are coming in for you, so I use Blessed Be, what you'll be working on, like yourself personally. So I use self-care and divine purpose. So these are things that you'll be working on throughout the entire month of September. And lessons or lesson that you'll be learning in this month, which I decided to use Harry Potter for it because I haven't used them for a while, and like I like them, so why not? And then I pulled some advice cards, like some very old advice cards, like the first ones I started out with for the advice for like every week. So I'm going to use those for just some advice that's going to be happening. And then I just pulled a few charms for each pile because I wanted to, see what's, happening, things that you'll be noticing that, like, you might have some importance to you, pretty much. So, yeah. There's only 3 piles, thank goodness. So, got pile 1, which is Fuck War. That's what it says. I don't know if you can read it, but it was made out of clay, and then, I don't know, it was homemade, it was bought. I bought it a long ass time ago. Like, I was like 15, I think, when I bought it. And that was like the phase where I was like stealing shit, but somebody had made it, and like, I feel like if somebody sits there and makes stuff, like, why not take the time and give them the fucking money and be appreciative of it? So, anyway, that's Fuck War, pile 1. Pile 2, which is clock. It's actually the Christmas clock that I have in here, but I just wanted to put clock down because I felt like it was something to do with timing. So pile 2, and pile 3, which is make mistakes. Look how fucking cute that is, dude. It's a little like magic. It's like a little magic eraser, a little eraser, and it says make mistakes on it. So I mean, it's kind of cool. I like it. And pile 3. So pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Go ahead, make your pick. Excuse me. Timestamps are in the description box below, as well as information if you'd like a personal reading, or if you want to donate to the channel. Comments are very much appreciated, including, letting me know how it resonates with you. It's always really awesome to see that. If you guys have requests for videos, please do put them in the comments below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. But yeah, otherwise I just recycle my videos because that's what I do. Actually, to start a little mini series, let me know if you guys like how it's going. I'm going to continue doing it Sunday morning, and then, keep going with it. So either way, yeah. Sunday for me is in a couple days, by the way. And either way. So, let's go ahead and get started. I'll meet you at your pile. Bye! Bless you. nigga, all you want. I told you I was doing a reading. Okay, my pile 1. If you chose fuck war, this is your pile. Alright, I'm doing something a bit different today. I'm going to start with charms and then go from there. Alright, so your fuck war charm. Alright, so you are actually at a point, I feel like you don't want to, I feel like you have a lot of drama that's currently going on in your life, and it's like you don't really want to deal with it. You just want to be out of it. You don't want to be a part of that. I do feel like you are currently trying to heal something. I feel like maybe that's like the argumentative part that you're trying to heal. Oh, there's an argument you're trying to heal from. Or some kind of a breakup. Some kind of an ending that you're still like learning how to heal from and how to get past. You're trying not to be triggered by it. Alright, so Leo was kind of prominent before I started this reading. Like, it was really prominent in my mind. Like, I was thinking it and I was seeing it in my head. You also have a Leo that came out here. I mean, just by the symbolism of the line, that's a Leo for me. But it's also, like, okay, so I'm also seeing, ouch, I'm gonna have to, okay. In my head, I'm seeing this deck of cards. It's my spirit one, or my like animal spirit one, and it's the lines that are on there. It's higher purpose, I believe, like higher minds, higher purpose. Like there's somebody that you have a psychic connection with that. It's like this person understands you in a way that no one else has ever understood you. Okay, and this person, you have something you're supposed to do with, a higher calling, something more that you're supposed to do with this person. It's like you guys could be in a separation. You guys could be like, you're just not by each other right now. It's like one of you guys moved from each other, or like you guys just don't live by each other. You're not by each other at the moment. Okay, like there's some kind of a separation between the both of you, but it's like there's something about this person, some kind of a connection you've always had with them. And it's always been on your mind. It's always something that's always been at the back of your mind. And you guys, like, do have more of a purpose that you're supposed to do later in life as well. Or, like, that's about to happen soon. They feel like it's more of a later in life, though. And there's, like, something about this confidence that you have with this person. It's like you know that this is what you're supposed to do with this person. You know you guys are meant to meet again. I feel like your heart is, like, this is you right now, like, your heart's wounded, you have a very sad heart, there are things you're still learning how to heal, and you might have, like, this little, I'm seeing something about the lips, and how, like, it's like you're pouting a little bit, like, your lower lip is kind of, like, pouting, like, you're upset, you're not happy with how a situation's gone, or how it is going. It's like, okay, it's like, I'm seeing a different card in my mind, like, it says, not happy with what's going on in your life currently. What is it that you're missing? What is it that's making you unhappy? Is it something that you can change? If it's something that you can change, then, I mean, go for it. Why not? You know, like, this life is supposed to be about, you know, everybody has a different life purpose, like a different life path, okay? But in my general opinion of what living life is supposed to be about, it's supposed to be about learning the lessons you're supposed to with the people that you have contracts with, and like it's about like having fun with them and enjoying life and learning the things that you're supposed to learn. There are things about them that you will see in them a lot more easier than you can see in yourself that are things that you need to heal. Like if there's something you don't like about somebody, that's because there's something about you that you don't like about yourself. So it's like you got to heal that before you can go and be like, all right, well, that person's annoying because they are bossy. Well, that's because you're bossy. You're very bossy, too. That's why you don't like that. It's because you see that in somebody else, and you're like, you know, you don't, you know, like, that's your trait. You know, like, it's just weird. It's a weird mind trick we play on ourselves. Okay. Um, so either you have a foot fetish or there is somebody around you that really enjoys your feet. They really like your feet. I am also seeing, like, I don't know why, but I'm seeing a pair of like baby footprints like tattooed somewhere or drawn somewhere. It's like, I don't know, it's like maybe somebody's about to get that tattooed on them and it's like in the shape of a heart, like the baby feet. So I don't know. But I do see somebody does have a little bit of a foot fetish too. It's like, I don't know, like a certain pair of feet or like a certain way that they look. I don't know. I don't like feet personally, and I keep seeing them in my mind, and I'm just like kind of grossed out. But I'm not at the same time because, you know, this energy is like, all right, that's kind of hot. And I'm like, oh, no, it's not. I don't know. That's weird. There is there is something you're supposed to be doing or saying. There's something you've been procrastinating about. It's like you're like too afraid to do it, or you're too afraid. I don't know. It's like you either keep yourself busy or you keep yourself distracted so you don't have to do what it is that you need to do or have to do. It's like it's both, really. Like, it really is something you need to do. It's something you have to do because you need to move forward. You need to move on. I don't know exactly, but it's something you have to be bold about. I don't think comes easy to you. I don't think that at all. I feel like that might be something that's hard for you to do, including when you know it's going to hurt somebody else. It's like you don't want to hurt somebody, but you know you have to do this in order to move forward. I again feel like it's relationships because I keep looking over here and it says experiencing loss in relationships. Okay, this is just the front of the cards, you know, and this is a Harry Potter one. So I do feel like there is some kind of a loss when it comes to a relationship or like something along those lines. Okay, so Libra and Pisces came out in your charm. So you may know a Libra or a Pisces. It could be somewhere inside of your chart. I'm also hearing something could have or will happen in Pisces season. Excuse me. It's like mirroring somebody in this timing, in this time. There will be balance that's brought to this situation, to this relationship, to this experience. I'm hearing balance will be brought and justice will be taught. I don't know. I've never heard that before. Okay. Now we also have so to me, this has always been like a wedding bell. You know, it's not an actual wedding bell, but it's like one of the only bells I have. And the other bell that I had that was actually more like a wedding bell broke. So it didn't do that anymore. That's the whole point of it, right? So, I saw 1313. So I do feel like there is either a wedding that you're going to be going to, that you're going to be invited to, or there may be a wedding that you will hear of. And it will be in the month of September. I'm also hearing somebody could be getting engaged and they're setting their wedding date for like the next September. There is some sort of a celebration. It's in September as well. Like, it could be, like I was saying, it could be a wedding, but I'm also seeing like a celebration, like a birthday or a ceremony. It's like some kind of a celebration because I see a few people and I see them all smiling and being happy about the situation. Alright, so I see this, I have two RVs in here, right? And they're both actually, interestingly enough, they're both pull-alongs, okay? So, and this is a pull-along, so I do feel like there is a lot of baggage that you have, that you carry with you, to a lot of places, a lot of different places. I do feel like you travel a lot. I feel like you're currently stuck, I was going to say stuck in a situation, but like I was not going to originally say that, but that's what came out. So maybe you feel stuck in a situation, like you feel like you're parked here, like you have to work on certain things, you know. I was going to say it's like you're parked somewhere because you're currently like working there, or your life is just there at the moment, so that's where you're staying at. But it's like, I don't know, it's like you bring this, alright, I'll say it how it's coming up in my mind. You've got all of this baggage that you bring around with you that you just keep, you know, stopping, like, keep, like, literally stopping, dropping it, so that you can live in a certain place, and it's like you don't actually take the time to go through and look at all this stuff that you're carrying around with you, like you see parts of it, you see it through the window, you see it through the door, but you're not doing anything about fixing what it, you don't open it up to look inside and try to fix it. So I do feel like that's something you're going to be thinking about a lot this month, is about fixing those things. I'm also hearing you could end up buying a pull along or some kind of a trailer, some kind of RV. It's like, I don't know, I'm hearing it's like it's the perfect sleeve. It fits perfect for what you want to do, for like your work, for what you do. I also see a crown here, so I do think you're going to be working on your crown chakra. I feel like you're going to be healing it. I also feel like there's a lot of things you're going to be changing, a lot of thought processes that are going to be changing. I feel like the way that you used to think when you were younger is not the way that you are going to be thinking now. It's like there is some kind of way that you used to think that does not do you well at this time. All right, next we're going to start with lessons. Experiencing loss. The ones that love us never really leave us, and you can always find them in here. Do you have someone whom you keep dear in your heart? How does their memory touch the way you live your life? And they always talk about, like, where you can find these people, like, in your heart, in your soul, like, that's where your person is. I feel like with this one, it's like, I do feel like there is somebody you had lost, okay? And it fucking hurt like a son of a gun, because, like, it always hurts when you lose somebody. There is no light way of, having that or experiencing that. But I do feel like there is somebody in your life, you had this really great connection with them. It was somebody that you truly fucking loved, right? Like, I feel like it's like a family member. I'm like seeing a family member in my mind. It could be a sister, it could be brother, it could be a mother, a father. I'm hearing mother, I'm hearing father, and I'm also hearing brother. So, like, that is, I also heard sister. Like, this, they're all popping out at me. So these are people that you think of very often. They're people that you hold dear to your heart. I also see, like, somebody has a picture, like, some sort of a picture of their of the person they've lost on their mantle. It's, like, over a fireplace mantle. I'm also seeing one, like, where it's literally, I see, like, an altar, and it's got a few pictures of, like, people, and it's, like, lighting a candle, like, in memory of them, something you do each day. It's, like, remembering, taking the time to remember each person, to be thankful for them being in your life, and, like, just wishing them well and hoping them well. There is also something about, I'm hearing somebody taught you something that you didn't see about yourself until after they had passed. Now, I'm seeing, like, some kind of a gift, some kind of like a psychic gift. I'm also seeing, like, okay, this is just an example, but it's, like, the example that's coming to my mind, so I'm going to use it. My friend Tiffany, when I was 19, she passed away. She was a really good friend of mine. But one of the things that she used to do, and I always thought was pretty freaking amazing, is she used to buy, like, bouquets of flowers, and then she would just give out flowers to, like, people, like, anybody pretty much that she just came across, like, all the beautiful people. She would tell the women, it's for you because you're beautiful and you deserve something beautiful. For the men, she'd be like, this is because you're amazing, and you can now see how amazing you are when you look at this. Like, I don't know, it's just like she was just that kind of a person. And I kind of took that on after she had passed for a long time. But it was something, it was just very giving, very complimentive, it's something I always liked about her, loved about her, so, like, that I kind of took on myself to, keep her memory alive, but there is something about somebody you've lost that you need to keep them in your memory, keep them alive in a different kind of way, like a different kind of sense. Like, I know I feel like you sense them because they never quite leave you. But it's like you need to find your own way of making them be in your life now And it's also a way to help you let go of them so that they can move on to their next step, instead of worrying about you. Okay. Anyway, second lesson you'll be learning, relationships. Those walls of Hogwarts Castle are lined with moving pictures. If you could have a moving portrait of anyone in your life, who would it be? Give them a call today, or if you're unable to speak with them directly, write them a letter. That's an interesting one. So if you could have a moving portrait of anyone in your life, who would it be? I do like that. I was wondering when I was younger, I used to think, like, how are they going to make the pictures in movies and on news articles and, like, all of that stuff, like of the portraits, like, how are they going to get them to move and nothing else be moving in those areas? And then when it got older and it actually happened, I'm like, that's pretty amazing, But I mean, personally, myself, there are so many people that I would love to, like, have sit there and talk to, but there's only, like, a couple people that I would do pretty much anything to have, like, that kind of a conversation with. So, who do you want to have a picture of that is very important to you, that would be hanging out inside of your room and you can talk to and have a conversation with anytime you want? Now, that person you're thinking of, if they're alive, you should probably call them or text them and be like, hey, what's up? Now, if this person has moved on, I do recommend writing them a letter, or speaking out loud. Like, light a candle, stare at it if you need to, like, if you need an actual vocal point to look at. And go ahead and tell them, write it out, like, say what's on your mind. Because there's a reason why they're on your mind. There's a reason why they are somebody you want to talk to, that you rely on, like, you want to have that conversation with. Like, there's somebody here that you miss very much so, that there is somebody alive and there's somebody that is passed. Take it as it resonates for you. Next, I'm going to move on to things you'll be working on self-care wise. We have nourish your okay, so there were two piles that came out for your pile. It was weird. I saw 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, so I'm going to start with one of the piles, the one that has more. So we have nourish your temple, make a vision board, look for fairies, plan a vacation, take a walk, and soak in a bath. Okay, so soak in a bath is obviously very self-explanatory. There is also something about you need to cleanse yourself. You need to take a relaxing moment. You just need to take a few moments out for yourself. Like, take time out for yourself. Don't forget about you. Also, the cleansing is pretty important as well, as what I'm hearing. It's something your body actually needs. Epsom salts are pretty amazing too. We have take a walk. I see, like, somebody doing something different. It's like, I don't know, it's like different in the sense that it's a different area that they're going and they're walking about. It's just like they're just, like, looking at things, looking at the neighbors, looking at trees, just looking at the things that are around them that they never really took the chance to notice before. There's something about this walk that will be successful. I also just see, like, I don't know, it's like this walk, like, going on these walks, because I am seeing somebody going on, like, taking the time each day to go out and, like, walk for 15-20 minutes, and it's like just walking around the neighborhood and trying to see what's going on, walking around that area and just seeing what's happening. And it's like doing that is very successful to you. You also have nourish your temple. So there is something about my nose is so itchy. I feel like you need to love on yourself a little more. It's like that's something you're going to really be working on this month, is loving on yourself more, taking care of the way that you think about things, how you do things. I'm seeing you cleansing your chakras, healing parts of yourself you didn't know that you could heal, and it's like you're growing from this. You also, it doesn't matter if you're a female or a male when I say this, but nourishing your temple. I'm like also seeing like you're connecting with your womb. Like I said, it doesn't matter if I'm talking to a male, because it's like you're connecting with your feminine side. And it's like, it's something that you really need to do, because, I don't know, something with maternal, because I keep hearing mom, so do feel like that's something you'll be very much working on. You also have make a vision board. So I do, okay, I don't know, not everybody has to do a vision board, but I am seeing, ooh, purple and blue, like really pronounced here. It's like, what are the things that you want to do? What are the things that you're looking forward to? It's like you need a list, like genuinely need a list or a visualization of what you want to do, what you want to accomplish in your life, okay? And it's like you get distracted easily by life and what's going on, you know, working hard and so forth. And they're like, well, I need you to concentrate on the things that you want to do in your life. So that's why a vision board is kind of important in a sense, so that you can have a vocal point to see where what you're working on, what you're doing, like the steps that you need to make these things happen. It says look for fairies. I don't necessarily think it means look for fairies. I mean, it could be. I do technically believe in fairies, but I don't think they are what you think they are. Like, they're not the same thing as most people make them out to be. I do feel like they're asking you to have belief in something that you know is, deeply, that you have within. It's like they're like, don't give up on that. Don't, forget about that. Keep looking for it. Keep looking for what it is that you're have been thinking of. And you have plan a vacation. So I do feel like you could be going on a trip. I see an airplane, so I do see you going somewhere. It's like you going to this place. This vacation is going to open up your mind. I'm also seeing, like, I don't know if it's a sunset or a sunrise, but it's like very I don't know, there's something that's very, you remember, or you will remember for the rest of your life about this moment. Maybe a connection with somebody, enjoying the view with somebody, a particular person. This is the second pile, the same, it's still self-care though. We have connect with fire, chanting, meditate, and deep breathing. I do think meditating and deep breathing are two things you're going to be very much working on this month, because, like, I don't know, like, it's like the breathing exercises really helps you out in a lot of senses. Like, I feel like somebody might have some anxiety that they're working through, and deep breaths, concentrating on your breathing really helps out with that. It makes you feel a lot more connected instead of so discombobulated. And then meditating, I do feel like meditating is going to really help you balance things out. I do feel like you taking the time to meditate and, like, really, like, I don't know, it's like there's some kind of huge lesson that you have currently in your life, and it's like you meditating, taking the time to do this, like to really just sit there and think, is what helps you get out of this problem, to get out of this situation. Like, I don't know, there's something about meditation helping you literally find the answers that you require. You also have chanting, and dude, like, this is so crazy. So in all of these, so right here you see she's like chanting, right? She's saying something out into the universe. She's saying something out in the world, like what it is that she wants, what she truly desires. We have meditation. So this is what you're doing first. You're meditating first, meditating on what it is that you want. Deep breathing, really concentrating on it, really breathing on it, bringing it out. But you see how it's, bringing it out in the universe. Actually this one kind of looks like it's like, yo, look at this, like it's a download. And then you have like her putting out into the universe what it is that she wants, or he, however you may want to be. And then you saying what it is that you want, so you can make sure it comes out the way that you want it to. And then we also have connecting with fire. So I do feel like it's like whatever it is that you want, you like sit back and you are watching it happen. You're like seeing things happening. Maybe that's why they came out so separate. I know, I'm so sorry. It's killing me. Okay. Moving on to divine purpose. You will be building things. Your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. So I do feel like you will be building, creating something that will bring you a deep sense of accomplishment. I do think whatever it is that you're going to be working on, it does involve a hammer. It could be hot out when you're doing it, so you might take your shirt off. You also have support. Your life purpose fully supports you. So whatever you decide that you want to do, whatever you are doing, you are fully supported by your angels, by the ones that are around you. Like, everybody's just very supportive of what you want to do with your life. We also have author. You have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. So I feel like in September you will be taking the time to be writing, to write a story or writing a book. It's like you take the time out to do this. It's like you've been thinking about it for a while, and now you have I don't know, a little extra time, or you take the time to write this out. You also have school. The answer that you're seeking involves going to school. So you might be thinking about going to school this month. I do see somebody wanting to further their education when it comes to something, and it's like this is something that you've been thinking about doing. So some of you may be starting school. Light and love. Your purpose is to bring divine healing, light, and love to this world. So I do feel like you will be bringing a lot of light and love during this month, I think in general, but I also feel like this month as well. It's like you're going to be bringing a light to somebody that needs the love. Energy healing. Your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. So you are, again, healing a lot of your energy, and we have been talking about that. You're healing parts of yourself, your chakra, and you can see that too. The chakras are right here, right? And it's like this person's working on them, healing them. So I do feel like that is something that you are going to be teaching others and helping them to accomplish on their own, as well as you doing it yourself as well. You working on your own healing. It's like you working on your own healing inspires others to work on their healing. The blessings that are going to be coming in for you. A blessing on the senses that gift the world to you. So again, there is some kind of a gift, some kind of psychic gift. You may not have seen it before, but you're going to be seeing it very soon, very much this month is when you're going to be seeing it, when you're going to be learning about it. And 7 has been very prominent in these readings. So it could be on the 7th, September 7th. Or it could be I don't know, maybe 7's your lucky number. Fuck, I don't know. But 7 is prominent as fuck. You might end up getting, it's going to sound weird, but literally somebody may be giving you a gift. On the 7th, it could be something gold with gemstones in it, but it's some kind of a bracelet or armband. Not 100% sure. A blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. There is going to be some kind of a fight, some kind of an argument. We did have that earlier, it does have, kind of. It says experiencing loss, and then the relationships for your things you'll be learning this month. So I do feel like there is somebody here that you will need to talk about a relationship with, or something along those lines. But it's that is something, this is something that can't be avoided anymore. You can't keep hiding from it. You have to go forth, and you have to talk about it. You have to make it happen, because it's meant to be. This is supposed to happen. Oh my goodness. A blessing for a peace of mind. Again, I was saying, you've picked the fuck war. It's because you're over the drama. You don't want to deal with it anymore. You just want it to stop. I'm also seeing intuition, nuggets of information being brought to you, and you taking that information and learning what to do with it. It's you know what to do with it as soon as it's brought to you. There is some kind of a knowledge that's going to be dropped into your lap, or it's I don't know, you're going to find something out about somebody, or a situation that's really important to you, and it's that information, that little piece of nugget, is what brings you to doing what you need to do. Your advice is take your power back. Don't give your energy to those that don't deserve it. So there is somebody around you that, I do feel like you're going to have an argument with this person. There is somebody that you really need to take your power back. It's you've been giving them so much of yourself, giving them so much, that they just keep taking and taking and taking, and they're not giving anything back. I mean, maybe they're giving a little bit, but it's they're not giving what you're giving. It's a give and take relationship. What you put in, they need to put in. I saw 34. So I do feel like that, and that's 7-7 when you break it down. take your power back. Don't give your energy to those that don't deserve it. Yeah, so there is definitely an energy around you that you need to take your energy back from, that you need to walk away from the situation, or just, tell them like how it is. Be like, no more, no more. You also have keep busy. Getting off your ass is a start. Now make plans. So I feel like if you've been very lazy lately, it's like they're too your guys are saying, get off your fucking ass, dude. I don't know. So maybe you've been sitting around too much. You've been thinking on too many things, and they're like, stop thinking about and just do it. There is also clean it up. You know what needs it, so do it. So it could, like, I feel like this is talking about a couple of things. For some of you, it's your house. Your house needs to get cleaned up. There could be like a smell that's in there that smells funny. It's like you need to clean that up. There is also like cleaning it up, and when it comes to certain, like, if it's like talking, I don't know. I feel like there is something about a situation or a relationship that needs to be cleaned up, because it's like there are things that have been said that aren't true, some kind of rumors that have been spread. I don't know, there's something about this situation that needs to be cleaned up. We also have breakup, maybe not you, but someone around you. So there could be, you could either be going through a breakup, or there is somebody around you that's going to be going through a breakup and that needs some help from it. You have step out of your comfort zone. I do feel like you have been stuck in your comfort zone for a long time, and this month you need to step out of your comfort zone in order to make things happen for you. Like, if you want these things that you've been like seeing out there, like that you've been putting into the universe, then you're going to actually have to put forth some effort. Research your goals, make them real. So I do feel like you're going to be doing a lot of research this month. Now, I do feel like there are, like, research according to, if you want to go to school, I feel like that could be something that you're going to, that like made my heart skip a funky beat. I just, somebody didn't graduate from high school, and somebody is, you're going to go back to graduate, get your diploma, so that you can go forth and do another class or another like course into it's like, I hear you are trying to better your life, but there is something about this that will actually help you, like, I don't know, it's like going to school for business or something. It's like making a business out of something. But like, I was just hearing that, I don't know, it's like you didn't graduate school, or you didn't graduate high school. So you're going to go back, or you're going to get your diploma or GED or whatever, so that you can continue on with your education. It's like you never liked school, and that's why you didn't, you left it, which is fine. Not everybody gets along, does well in school. So, and I do feel like you're like, yeah, but you don't want it to stop you. I'm not 100% sure, but you have to research those. I'm also seeing like, honestly, I see somebody like cyber stalking, like looking somebody up on social media like every day, every couple hours, and it's like seeing what's going on in their life. I don't know, it's like checking up on them. There's something that's going to be new, that is something that you need to see or you wanted to see. Not sure. This is what I have for you, my Pile 1. I hope it was helpful. I hope it helped you out and didn't confuse you as much as it confused me. But this is all that I have. If it resonated with you, please let me know by hitting that like button or letting me know in the comments below how it resonated with you. Otherwise, I'm going to move on to my Pile 2. So, maybe we'll meet again. Bye! My damn nose. from pile 1. Okay, my pile 2. Shows this clock. This is your pile. Alright, we're going to start with the charms before I get into your cards. I'm sorry, my nose has been super itchy today. It happens in our channel, so I'm very sorry. If we jumped over from pile 1, hi. So this is what we're gonna start with. Yeah, this is kind of cute. First of all, this month you will be, there's a soulmate around you that will feel like a missing piece, or they will tell you something that will help you see the puzzle a lot more clearly. Like, I don't know, it's like there's something about a puzzle that you needed to, like you needed the missing piece to, and it's like this person helps you see it. This is most definitely a soulmate of yours. There is a soulmate connection here. So this person or you, it's just, I'm not 100% sure. There is a bite me attitude, okay? Like, I don't know if you understand what I mean by a bite me attitude. I don't know. Like, I feel like somebody's a huge smart ass. Like, I don't know. Like, that's really just what I can't even describe the bite me attitude. I'm also seeing, like, it's like there's somebody that has, there could be, like, some kind of, I don't know, somebody has perfect canines, okay? And the perfect canines is, like, very attractive to somebody. That's, like, the perfect vampire teeth, like, perfect spotting, and it's, like, somebody wants to be marked by that in some kind of a way. I'm not 100% sure. It's weird. It's, like, I don't know. Like, I just bought these earrings. I don't remember which side. I think it's in this side. Okay, so this is, like, kind of what's, like, popping up in my head. Okay. See, like, the perfect canines, like, in somebody's teeth. Like, it's like that. They really want to be, like, bit by that. I don't know. Alright. Anyways, we're going to move on from that part. So you may have known this person for 5 years. I do feel like you've been working somewhere for a long time. You have, like, you've been working there for a very long time, but I feel like you're at this point in your life where you're, like, you're rethinking if this is something you want to keep doing, because there's something about this job that may not be as, like, I don't know. It's like it's not as it's not what you wanted it to be anymore. Like, I feel like you're going through a career change. You're, like, deciding if this is something else. There's something else you might want to do, and you want to go towards it. I'm also seeing 5 years of being with somebody or knowing somebody for 5 years. 5 is very prominent. There is some kind of a change that is coming into your life. It's a very much needed change. Somebody kind of came into your life 5 years ago and they changed everything after that. There is somebody that's going to offer you something. This person is smaller than you in like stature. They're like just smaller than you are, but they're going to offer you something or give you something. I do feel like this is a month of celebration for you. What I mean by the month of celebration, this could be your birthday month. Or there's some kind of a celebration that you have. Now, I said that in pile 1, but I'm really feeling that for this pile. Like, very much so. Why do I feel like that? Oh, I'm blessing on getting older, so I do feel like this is your birthday month. I did say that, so I do feel like it's definitely your birthday month. You're going to be growing older this month. I don't know. I feel like this is somebody that you love that is going to give you something. They're going to offer you something. You may offer something back to this person. This is a soulmate of yours. Sam and Ash. I don't know. You may know somebody named Sam. You may know somebody named Ash. My name's Ashley, by the way. But anyway, there's a lot of heavy emotions towards this person. Very heavy. Actually, like, I mean, like, somebody may have written music or a song with somebody. It's like somebody who's playing guitar or piano, and it's like they're thinking about like somebody has inspired you to write. And I love that this right here, right? I love these guitar picks. There's a store named Sam and Ash Instrumental Store. It's in fuck. It's back home. I'm from Indiana. I'm just trying to. I can't remember if it's in Noblesville, which is next to Indianapolis, or if it was like in my actual area, like where I lived at. I know there was definitely one at the mall that I used to go to, which was in Munster/Hammonds, because they kept fighting over it. I don't know who won that fight, but like in that area. But yeah, it's an instrumental store. It's fucking huge. And like I said, his name is Sam and Ash, and like that's awesome. That's my sister's name, and that's my name, and like I love that they were together. Interestingly enough, my ex brought me to that store. His name was Tim. That man could play any instrument. I'm not even kidding you. He has such talent, and he didn't do anything with it. Whatever. There's so much, like, I'm feeling there's so much emotions when it comes to this person, right? And it's like you want to tell this person, you want to explain this to this person, but like you might be having a hard time doing it. But I was gonna say though, I love how this came out right next to this card. Okay, there is messages in music for you. Pay attention to the lyrics, they have meaning. So I do feel like there are, like, you and this person could send a lot of music back and forth to each other, and it's like the lyrics are very important, like what they say in the lyrics. Like, I understand, I feel the same way. I love music. So yes, okay. Anyway, I'm going to move away from that. Listen to music if you hear it. Listen to the lyrics. We also have time to shine. It's time for you to shine when it comes to a certain situation, to a certain person. It's like you hid back for so long, and it's like now is the time to shine, to show this person the kind of person that you are, to be open to opening your heart and to receiving love, you know, and to giving love. I do feel like that's very important. That is something that you're supposed to do this month. It is something you're going to be working on, because this is the time. That is why clock came out for you. This is the time. This is the time that you've been looking for, that you've been searching for. This is it. This is it. It's time for you to shine. This is, go for it. Go time. I don't know. You also have the moon card that came out. So the moon, which is interesting because it's like this particular one, okay, it was a part of a ring, but it broke off, so I just threw it inside my charms. But it is like the moon card, but the moon is surrounding this star, okay? It's like there is a specific star in your life that shines very bright. And it's like you've been doing so much to protect this person. Like, because I do see protecting, but there are still things that have come in that have, like, tried to ruin this relationship. I do see one particular person, but I see 1, 2, 3, 4 altogether. One that's brighter than the rest. But it's like the one star is still shining so bright. And again, this is the one that you've been protecting for so long. But there's also somebody that's been trying to get in between the both of you. And it's like, it doesn't matter how hard they try. You still shine. This person still shines very brightly. And it's like, I don't know, you have to tell this person about the things that you were doing to protect this person. Because this person is already protected. There's a light around this person that cannot be penetrated by those that are, it's going to sound horrible, but beneath them. It's not like I'm saying that somebody's over somebody else. It's just like the energy, it's like, help me out here, please. It's like somebody's energy is, okay, this is the star, the bright star inside of your life, right? And this is all the other energies that are around this person, right? That are trying to touch this person, but it's like no matter what they do, they can't penetrate, you know? And like, it's like even when they're pretending to be up here, they're still so low that it doesn't, like, I don't know how to describe it, like, very well. And I'm sorry, but I am trying to. It's like this person's vibration is so much higher than everybody else's around them, like all the people that are trying to get in on this circle, that like it just keeps missing. Like they could keep trying, but they'll never get to that point. They won't be able to reach it. What do I mean by this? Okay, so here's the moon. Here's that big bright star that it's protecting. It's almost completely protecting it. And there, I don't know if you can see all of the stars. I know you can see that one right there, the one that's in between the two, like trying to keep them away from each other. But see how it's so dim compared to this other light, this one that shines so bright? Like, I don't know. That's what I was getting from it. Anyway, moving on. I will. So there is somebody in this situation that will do something that has, I don't know, they have a confidence about them that really helps them to accomplish the things in their life that they want to accomplish. I'm also seeing them like go for their goals, go for their dreams. It's like I'm also seeing somebody will they're making some kind of a change in their life. It's a very much needed change that they need it's a change that they needed to make in their life. But this change that they make is what makes you realize that this person will do anything that they say that they're going to do to accomplish the things that they want to accomplish. I'm also seeing a pocket knife. So this person has a way of fixing things very easily. They don't really have to do much. They can just, it just seems like they have it's like they have the solutions just out of their pocket, continuously handing out solutions to people. This person also, I feel like they could carry protection. They could carry a knife around with them. They could have a specific knife that they really love. But like, I don't know, this person's kind of a fix-it kind of person. Like they have a way of like fixing things without even realizing it. Like I feel like they're good at literally fixing like items that have been broken. Situations that needed some kind of like different way of thinking to solve the situation. Relationships, like the problems that people can't seem to figure out or how to connect, you know, like I feel like this is the kind of person that can just fix things without trying to. I'm also hearing I need to do a fix-it reading soon, so I'll get on that when I can. Alright, moving on from those, I think I'll go into I think we're gonna go with the lessons. Alright. First lesson, resistance. By the way, when I was doing this, it took a very, very long time to get these kinds of cards out. So I do feel like the lessons you'll be learning this month are going to be hard for you to grasp. Do you think a public spectacle can be an effective way to protest a bad situation? Would you participate in something like this, or would you prefer to make a quiet exit? So, do you think a public spectacle can be an effective way to protest a bad situation? So, like, It's really something you need to figure out. Like, I don't know, it's like, so I'm just using this as an example. It does not mean that this is going to happen. It's just my example, okay? And it's the one that's popping out in my head the most, okay? So, um, it's like working at a job, right? And it's like, for example, it could be like a store, right? And there's like, I don't know, 20 employees altogether, right? But it's a big corporation. It's just a smaller branch, right? And it's like this smaller branch only has like 20 employees in that area, right? And there's like five of those people that work a certain area, but or a certain shift, right? And that shift is either like, I don't know. There's a lot of things that aren't right about it, but pay is one of the big ones, right? And it's like one person's like, why don't we just all quit, like, let's just quit and go somewhere else, and that, like, this other, and then another person's like, oh, that's a great idea, we can all work here, we'll get paid way more, right? So everybody decides to put their applications in at that place, and they all decide if they get there they're all going to quit on the same day, right? And there's like two people that end up staying, and it's like the others are kind of like, it's like they're screwed, really. And they're like, well, how are we going to do this? But it's like, I don't know, everybody quits at the same time, right? So then it leaves this place stranded. There's only a couple people that stayed behind, and all of the work relies on them now. And it's like, is this something you would prefer to do? All of you leaving at one time, making a big spectacle of this, or would you like to do it later? You're the last two that are there, and you're still waiting on like your applications to go through, or for even to figure out what you want to do, and it's like you're cleaning up everybody else's mess, but you're still getting paid the crap, and you had to do way more work than you had to do before. And they're like, would you participate in doing the huge quitting, or would you prefer to make your quiet exit when you find what's right for you? We also have two cards of values and beliefs. Have you ever had to question any of your beliefs? If so, what prompted you to begin to change your mind? So, most of the time I would use religion as this, as a way of like trying to explain this, like the beliefs that you've had to question in your life, because like that is something, like our parents teach us, what they believe, because that's what they believe, and yeah. So it's like, that's normally what I would use to, try to connect with this, but it's like there's other things too. It's like, this is a huge one actually, for women. Women are taught from a young age that you are supposed to find a man that that will take care of you, that so that you can stay at home and take care of children, and be a mother. Like, you're taught from a young age to be a mother. Literally, there are baby dolls pushed onto children, so you can be like, yo, this is what you're supposed to do when you get older. This is what you're supposed to do, is you're supposed to keep creating life for others, for this life, for this world. And then they're like, but it's taught from such a young age that, when you get older and you like, what if you don't want children, if you don't like having children, what if you can't have children, so like, it's like, you have to change all of that belief because you were taught it from such a young age, and it's like, all right, well, that's literally changing the whole idea, the whole aspect, and then sometimes there are women that would rather, do their career, that don't want to have children in general. They want to work on their career, or they want to work on their career before they have children. We also have, what are your thoughts on fame? Is it something you would choose or to have or not? So how do you feel about fame? Personally, I would rather not be famous, just because I like my privacy, and I feel like so many eyes on like a particular person or a particular situation, like, because there are so many eyes that are focused on that, people tend to not see all of the other things. And when that person steps out of line or they do something that you don't agree with, even though it is true to that person, like, you dismiss them because of they're not what you expected them to be, but you put them in this tiny little box because they're famous, you know? And it's like, that's not fair to that person. It's also not fair to yourself to do that to somebody, you know? Like, I don't know. Everybody has their own way of doing it, but I do feel like there is some kind of, what's that? Some kind of recollection, no. Some kind of a recognition that you're going to get that you desire. Alright, now let's get into things that you'll be working on this month when it comes to yourself. We'll start with self-care. We have make an altar, so I do feel like you'll be making an altar of some sort, something to focus on when you're meditating, to look at when you're feeling down about things. Make a meal. So I do feel like you'll be making a meal for somebody or for somebody around you. I feel like you're going to be making a different kind of meal for your family or for somebody close to you. I see like you using a lot of vegetables for this. We also have build strength, so I do think that this month you'll be working out a lot, working on, I've heard your core, but like, I don't know, it's like working your muscles out, building up strength in general. And it's like, as you do this, you really open up your third eye as well. We have drink tea, so I do feel like you're going to be drinking a lot of tea this month. I feel like you're switching from one drink to this drink to a tea. It's like a specific tea that you found that you really like. You're connecting with your ancestors a lot this month. Like, you'll be, I'm kind of seeing somebody, like, looking up their genealogy, and it's like they see literal, physical, like the same things, similarities that from people from their past, you know, being now. I'm also seeing, like, just connecting in your dreams as well with your ancestors. You're going to be clearing your energy field this month, so I do feel like you're going to be doing a cleansing on yourself, and this will really help open up your third eye. It would also really, like, bring in positive into your life. We also have connect with crystals, so I do feel like you will be receiving, or you will be coming across a crystal that you feel very connected to. I do feel like you're going to be writing in a dream journal this month. I feel like there's a lot of dreams that are going to be happening for you that you want to, like, keep track of, that you want to see what's going on and try to remember. We also have watch a movie, so I do feel like you'll be watching a movie with somebody that you really care about. There's something about this movie that there's, like, a message in this movie for you. Alright, next we'll get into divine purpose. Remember how I said career change? I do feel like you are currently going through a career change. You're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you deserve and desire. So this is something that you've been wanting for a long time. We have yoga. Your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. I'm hearing stretching. There's something about the stretching that your body really needs. So that could be something you're working on a lot this month. This is the time for you to decide to make a decision based on your heart's true desires. So you'll be making a decision this month on your heart's true desire. You have speaker. Your life purpose involves your skills of oration. So I do feel like you'll be speaking to somebody, or you'll be making I'm hearing you're going to be making some kind of a speech of your life. We have family. Loving your friends and family essential to your life purpose. So you'll be spending a lot of time with family and friends this month. You're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. So I do feel like you'll be teaching people about how to nurture nature and the animals around them. Like, it says environmentalist, by the way. So I do feel like you are an environmentalist of some sort, but I do feel like you'll be explaining something to people around you about nature. You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. So there is something that you're going to be writing that will heal, inspire, teach, and entertain others. I'm also, like, I'm seeing, like, I don't know, it's like you could be for some of you, I'm seeing that you are a, what's it called, an influencer. It's like you write something, you type something out, and a lot of people are inspired by what you have to say or about what you're doing. Counseling. You heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. So I do feel like a lot of people come to you for when they have problems, when they just want to hear your advice, or they really like that you listen, that you're a really great listener. I also feel like people may feel like very small, like their opinion doesn't matter, but when they're talking with you, it's like they feel like what they're saying is being heard. So it's like they know that going to you will solve the problem. All right, your advice is, again, messages and music for you. Pay attention to lyrics. They have meaning. Gratitude. Someone will show you how grateful they are. So there is somebody that's going to show you how grateful that you are inside of their life, that they enjoy to being around you. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe somebody is going to give you something to show you how grateful they are for you. You have listen. Someone is trying to get your attention. So the other day I randomly heard my name, okay? Like I thought somebody was saying, I thought it was my sister saying my name, but she was in bed. So like, you could have a moment like that where you hear somebody saying your name, but nobody's there. That's somebody trying to get your attention. Stop procrastinating, just do it. So there is something you've been procrastinating on that you need to stop. You just need to do it. I do, again, think it's something you need to make your mind up on. It's something that's true to your heart. Go on a walk, barefoot on the earth, hug a tree, release negativity. So there are ways of releasing negativity, and this is some of the ways, like walking around on the ground barefoot, hugging a tree. Just release negativity in whatever way that you have to. And then you have positivity attracts positivity, but negativity attracts negativity. And this is so true. Like, I used to be a very negative person when I was younger. And, like, I used to just have negative after negativity happening to me. And then I got older and I, like, learned about the law of attraction. And was like, oh, my God, that makes sense. Positivity attracts positivity. So I do feel like you need to be a lot more positive about things happening in your life so that you can bring more positives in. You have change your attitude. It scares people. So there's something about your attitude that you really need to work on this month because it scares people away. It could just be like the way that you handle life, the way that you talk to people, like your face. It is what it is. You know what it is. So I feel like you're going to take the time on that. And then you have heal in your own way, right? Talk, art, tattoo, drink a couple nights. Everyone heals differently. So there is something that you really need to heal. And however you need to heal, that's what they're asking you to do. Do what it is that you need to heal so that you can move forward. And then you have fun, enjoy life to the fullest. Why so serious? So I feel like you need to have a little more fun in your life. You could be taking things too seriously and they're just like, no, you need to have a good time. You need to enjoy things. And then you have self-reflect, fix what you don't like. So there are things about yourself that you don't like that you will be fixing this month. And then you have just to walk away, it's not worth it. So there is a situation that's not worth it that you just need to walk away from. You know what that is. The blessings coming in for you. Again, a blessing on growing older. So I think that you could be turning 38. Or it's your birthday month. So happy birthday. And, yeah. I just heard somebody found a new wrinkle or noticed a new wrinkle and they're like worried about it. Well, just so you know, the one that's right for you won't care about the wrinkles that are on your face because they see your soul. A blessing on a new venture. So there is a new venture that's opening up for you. I do feel like that's something you're going to be seeing this month, and I do feel like you're going to be going towards it. I do feel like your intuition's been pointing you in this direction or been telling you that this is going to happen for you very soon. I see a lot of blue, so there's some kind of communication with somebody. I'm seeing a little bit of purple, so that does make me think either it's a healing communicating and healing, you know, so it could be a healing conversation. Oh my goodness. And I feel like it'll be right on target, right on point. It's exactly what needs to be said and exactly what needs to be heard. It could even bring the partnership to be about. I also see a blessing on a journey, and I love how that was actually right next to each other. A blessing on a new venture and a blessing on a new journey. So I do feel like this this new venture is something you really need to do. There's also 222 at the bottom, so that's cool. Which breaks down to a 6. So this is a love connection. I feel like this journey will bring so much to the both of you that you don't even realize it. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, there's so much abundance, so much joy for, like, the both of you, and there's, like, so much more than that. It's like there's more than the both of you can see or feel, because it's like, it's not, I don't even know how to, it's like not of this world, to be honest with you. It doesn't feel like it's a part of this world. It's like so different. It's, but this relationship, because it is a relationship, will bring the both of you so much more than you realize. Yes, happiness. Yes, joy and abundance. Yes, so much. But more than that. Like, so much more than that. So much love, so much light. So much healing and understanding. And it's weird because it's like, I don't know, there's something about this relationship that's out of this world. Like, crazy. All right, but this is all that I have for you, my pile 2. I hope this was helpful. If it was helpful, let me know by hitting that like button or letting me know in the comments below how it resonated with you. I'm going to move on to my pile 3 now, so may we meet again. Bye! I'm on my last pile. Okay, my pile 3. If you chose make mistakes, this is your pile. We're going to start off with your charms before we get into the cards. Now, you could have been here from pile 2 because there is a slight connection. So that's kind of cool. Anyway. Okay. I feel like there are mistakes in your life that you kind of wish that you could take back. I do feel like you wish you could erase them. There was an eraser for, like, the things that you've done in your life that you wish you could change. But there's also knowing that, like, those mistakes were there for a reason. You had to make them for, you know, to get to where you are. I'm hearing Mr., so you might call somebody Mr. I'm also hearing meow. Somebody could have a cat. So there is somebody that you love. Okay, I feel like this is something, like, I feel like there is a regret you have when it comes to somebody that you love. You didn't tell them that you loved them. You didn't have some kind of a regret when it comes to them. It's like there is somebody that you love, that you feel like you're theirs and they are yours. I'm seeing music being sent to each other back and forth a lot. That was a connection between pile 3 and pile 2. Also the shine bright. Don't dull your spark for anyone. I do feel like there's something that you're supposed to follow your heart on. You're supposed to always love this person, always be together, because you guys are each other's. Like, those are all together right there. Like, they're so closely together. Like, I do feel like there is a love of yours that you feel like is a soulmate of yours, that you guys are always meant to be. You guys will always be together, but it's like you didn't, there's some regret you have when it comes to this person. It could have been that you didn't tell them how you felt about them. Music's definitely being sent back and forth between the both of you. Sorry about my nose. It itches really hardcore when I'm channeling. I feel like there is some kind of protection here. Now, somebody either feels very protective over you or you feel very protective over this person. I kind of feel like it's both ways. I'm also seeing name brands. So, like, somebody likes to wear name brands. I'm seeing 30 here, so it could be on September 30th, or somebody here is 30 years old. But I do feel like there is an opportunity that will be brought to you on the 30th. I do feel like it will be brought to you very fast, like a speeding train. It may actually come as a shock to you. There is also somebody that is moving, or you could be moving. You could be traveling somewhere. There is a suitcase here, which makes me think that either somebody is coming. So somebody is either moving by you, like towards you, or you are moving away from a situation or a place. I kind of feel like you're moving away from a place. Traveling. Train. I just see a suitcase, though. I don't see, like, a lot of things. Maybe you're just going on a vacation. I also see girl power here. So I do feel like there's going to be a lot of girl power around you. I feel like there's just a lot of feminine energy around you, and it's a lot of very empowering energy as well. Okay. We'll move on to the lessons for this month. We have identity. So consider the light and dark sides of your personality. Which side do you think you have been choosing to act on the most lately? So which side have you been tapping into the most? The light side or the dark side? I feel like you need to understand why you've been tapping into whichever side it is you've been tapping into. feel like somebody here has actually been tapping into their darker energy because there's something about it that they, like, you need to fix. I'm seeing a lot of 4s here. I see 3 4s actually. Flights of fancy. Imagine if you could step into the room of requirement right at this moment. What would it become for you? The room of requirement is actually what it sounds like, you know. Whatever you require at that moment, that room becomes that. So, like, if you need a bathroom, it turns into a bathroom. It's that kind of thing, you know. So I do feel like, but majority of the time, it, like, works in a different way. Like, if you were to need, like, a conference room, it would turn into a conference room, like that kind of a thing. So what kind of a room is it that you need at this moment? Like, what is it that you require? That's something that you're also going to be working on this month, is figuring out what it is that you require in your life at the moment. And then you have relationships. Have you ever experienced great betrayal? Were you able to forgive the person who was disloyal to you? So looking at your relationships, I feel like you need to, you know, look at the people that have betrayed you in such a way that it's very hard for you to forgive them. You know, forgiving somebody actually leads to forgiving yourself, because it's so much better for your soul. Like, it's like, the bitterness from that betrayal, okay? And I'm not trying to belittle the betrayal. I don't know how they betrayed you. There are so many ways that you can get betrayed by somebody that you love and that you feel like should never have betrayed you. But I do feel like it's like, okay, so I'm just going to... So when I was younger, my dad was awesome. He was phenomenal. From when I was little till I was 12 years old, he was like everything you could ask for a dad. He was strong, he was protective, he could fix anything. Like, he was a man, a strong, very, very strong man, somebody that I could rely on and I would go to. You know, I don't have any bad memories, you know, from those times. Like, there are certain things, but those are mine, not anything to do with him. But when I got older and we moved to a certain area, things changed. Like, the atmosphere was different. It was just different in general. And, like, I don't know, things got to him differently than they did to my mom. So he went downhill. He actually started stealing from my family, and he stopped working, and he just didn't care about any of that stuff. But he, you know, he did it for so long. He did it for like 10 years, and we kept trying to get him to change, but he didn't want to change his ways. We ended up leaving because of that. That relationship with my dad was always very strained, because I knew from a young age he was a good man. I knew he had a good heart and he was a good person. And I had hoped for such a long time that he would change, but he never wanted to change. Again, you can only change if you want to change. So if somebody doesn't want to change, they're not going to. They're just going to keep telling you they will, and they never will. You know, they have to want to do it. But that put a strain on a relationship for such a long time. And then I had a hard time after he passed getting over the betrayal of, you know, the things that he had done. My dad had a belief that, like, because we came from him, that we owed him. Because he took care of us from when we were kids, that we owed him to take care of him, to buy his booze, to buy his cigarettes, to buy him whatever he wanted, you know. To let him do whatever he wanted. Like, and it was like that for a while. And then one day, like, I snapped and moved. That's how it happens. It was just too much. We couldn't do it anymore. He kept stealing so much. He stole all of our money. I didn't know what it was like to have money until I moved to the area that I was in. Because every time I would save a little bit, my dad would steal it. You know, every time I had just a little bit, he would take what I had, you know? Like, it was so fucking hard for such a long time. And then I dated a guy that was just like that. Like, what the fuck was I trying to do to myself? You know, like, I gave him everything. I worked my ass off. He didn't fucking work. Like, doesn't matter. It is what it is. That is over with in my life, and now I know what it is that I want in my life. But that's what they're asking you to do. You know, there's a reason why you went through that experience. You know, even if you had to go through it a couple times, you had to go through it a couple times in order to learn that lesson, and that's what that is about, including when it comes to relationships and betrayals. I have forgiven my father. Yes, he did do all of that, but my dad was not in the right spot. He wasn't in the right state of mind when he was alive. So, yeah, you can't blame him for something that he couldn't change. He couldn't change it because he didn't want to change it. And I'm not going to hold that against somebody. If you don't want to change who you are, then don't. But just know you won't go anywhere. Okay. So we're going to move on to what you're going to be working on this month. We have connect with the earth. So I do feel like you're going to be going on a walk or a hike. You're going to be experiencing nature at its core. You also have massage. I do feel like this month you will either be getting a massage or you need to get a massage, like right away. Like, I don't know, there's like certain points of your body that really need it. And I also see somebody's getting a foot massage. This month you'll be resting a lot. You'll be taking the time and really resting, taking care of yourself. I feel like, I don't know, it's like somebody has like dark circles under their eyes because they're not getting enough sleep. You'll be working on that, concentrating on that this month. You'll also be grounding yourself. Like, I also feel like you're going to be looking at the roots, like your childhood memories, like childhood, like wounds, and like healing them. Like, that could be why I was talking about my dad, you know, like just looking at those kinds of things and grounding yourself and healing those things. You also have be still. So I feel like you'll be taking the time this month and you'll really just be concentrating on being still, being in the now, being you, and connecting with so much around you as well. You'll be dancing this month, either with, I do see with either friends or just dancing in general. Something will just make you feel very happy. You'll be moving around a lot this month. A lot of movement this month. I feel like you'll be very highly productive. You'll be cleaning your space, cleaning up your house a lot this month, cleaning everything in general. You'll be hydrating this month as well. You're really taking care of yourself, taking the time to take care of yourself this month, really concentrating on you. You'll be connecting with your womb this month as well, because, like, again, I just feel like you're trying to concentrate on healing yourself in every aspect, talking to yourself in a better way than you had once before. Going into divine purpose. Healer. You have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. I feel like this month you'll be healing a lot of things within yourself that you had a hard time healing before, that you just couldn't like heal. But it's like not only will you be healing yourself, but you'll be healing others as you heal this. You have infinite abundance. You're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. Creative expression. Your soul wants to express itself creatively. So there is something your soul really wants you to express. I do feel like painting might really be helpful, sketching, but I just feel like you really need to express yourself creatively. Your soul really aches for it, and it is a way for you to heal. Children, your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. So I do feel like children will be a big part of your purpose. Like, shit. Your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. So I do feel like children are a big part of your purpose, your life purpose. I do feel like you'll be spending a lot of time with children this month. Talk to your angels. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. So I do feel like this month you'll be asking your angels, talking to your angels about what you should do, where you should be at. Nutrition. You can conduct healing work with your culinary skills. So you'll be cooking this month for people around you, taking care of them nutrition-wise. You know, it's like that's something you really like to do, something you enjoy doing. You're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. So whatever it is that you're doing this month, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing at the right time. Freedom. You're free to do what you choose. So you have the choice to do whatever you want. You really do have that choice. It's really up to you, you know, like I feel like you need to decide what is right for you and go for it. Books. You connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. So that's interesting that came out. Since I used Harry Potter cards. But I do feel like you do have a way of like connecting your life with books to other people, and it's like, oh, people, you know, agree with it, you know, or they're like, oh yeah, I do that too, you know, that kind of stuff. It's like you just have that way of connecting life with books, and it's like a great I don't know, I'm seeing like somebody having a YouTube channel, and it's like they're talking about books and how it can relate to life and explaining it, you know, because it's like some people have a hard time with literary and how like it actually pertains to life. We have Shine bright, don't dull your spark for anyone. So I do feel like there is somebody around you that tries to like dull your spark or make you feel like you're dulled. But they're asking you, like your guides are asking you to stop letting other people dull your spark. You're supposed to shine bright. You're supposed to be this bright, beautiful light that everybody looks at. You know, even if you don't like it, you're supposed, you know, that's just who you are. You know, accept who you are. Dance or sing like no one is watching, smile. I do like how that came out because you did have the dance card, you know, so I do feel like you're going to be dancing and singing like no one is watching. You're going to be enjoying life a lot this month. That's something you'll be concentrating on. Change out of your control, accept it. So there is a huge change that's out of your control this month, and you're not going to be able to, you know, do anything about it. You're just going to have to accept it. And then you have, just because somebody fucked you up before doesn't mean everyone wants to screw with you. So I do feel like there are things from your past, like that betrayal, I do feel like it's really gotten to you. It's actually really hard for you to let people in. And they're like, not everybody is that fucking person. Not everybody is going to intentionally screw you over just because one person did it. Not everybody is out to get you. That's not how the world works. We're not all like, I'm going to get you just because you are who you are. It doesn't work like that. All right, you need to have fun. You need to go out and have a good time. You need to enjoy yourself and smile. I feel like laughing would be really great for your soul right now. And then you have hermit mode, not feeling people today. So I do feel like this is the mode that you've been in for this entire time. You may actually feel like that at some points during this month, but they're asking you to stop doing that, to actually get out and enjoy yourself. There are times where, yeah, go for it. You know, if you don't want to be around people, don't be around them. But I do feel like there are times where you need to actually get out. If you're invited to go somewhere, then go and do it. Enjoy yourself. Blessings for this month. A blessing on your health. So this month, like I said, you'll be really concentrating on yourself, taking care of yourself, giving to yourself. And because you are doing that and concentrating on you, it's like all of this abundance comes into you. So good for you. A blessing on a homecoming. So there is somebody that is coming home. Either you are going home or somebody is coming home to you. I see a tombstone. So this may be a relationship or a situation you've like put, you know, to an end. You're like, it's done and over with. But it's like, it's not though. Because there's still so much more that needs to be said or done. And then a blessing for solace and hope. So I do feel like this month you'll be having a lot of hope that something is going to be coming to forward to fruition. I also like see like a lot of quiet time to like reflect on things that you need to reflect within yourself and on other people. Like the way that you like focus on people. Like that betrayal, I feel like that's something you've really been concentrating on and really trying to heal within yourself. And I feel like this month you will have some serious breakthroughs when it comes to that. Because I feel like you've been so stuck on what happened with this one person, this one betrayal. Maybe it's a couple betrayals that you've had with that person, but it's like you've been concentrating on that you kind of got this thought process that people are going to be like that forever, you know? And it's like so crazy because you have somebody here that is in your heart that you love, that you feel like is always going to be the one that you love. But it's like you were too afraid to say something to them because of the things that you have gone through in your past and because of the people that you've had to deal with before. And it's like you were afraid to show your heart to this person. And because of that, you didn't get them, you know, like. But I do feel like you may have another opportunity here very soon to say how you feel towards this person. I do recommend going for it, you know. Regret is temporary. Like, for real. Wait, I said that wrong. Regret is forever. You're stuck with it for the rest of your life. Always gonna be like, what if I done this? What if I done that? You know, like, I could have gone for it and, like, things would be so different. Or, you know, and then fear is temporary. Fear is not, it doesn't last long. You know, sure, you're scared out of your mind when you do something, but it goes away after you've done it because you did it. You know, you accomplished it. And the reason you were afraid to do it in the first place is because you knew things would change. So that's why you were afraid. Either way, this is all I have for you, my pile 3. I hope this was helpful. If it was helpful, let me know by hitting that like button or letting me know in the comments below how it resonated with you. I think that's all I've got for you. I said pretty much everything at the beginning. But yeah, just let me know if this resonates. Maybe we meet again.